All right, so we're going to talk about triangle inequalities today, and most of the time triangle inequalities deal with this. Most of the time the word inequality deals with this. It means equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than, greater than, equal to, less than, equal to. Not today though. Not today. Not today, not today, not today. The only thing you need to know how to do today is put things in order from smallest to greatest and from greatest to smallest. That's all you need to know how to do. And I'm pretty sure that you can do that. If you can't do that, you might need to stay after class and we'll talk about it during lunch. Okay? All right, does everybody understand that? All right. So, there's a couple of things we need to talk about before we get started. Number one. Here's number one thing. If I add up all the angles of a triangle, what do I get? If I add up all the angles of a triangle, I get a number. What is that number? 180 degrees. Okay? So if I add 50 and 120, I should get 180, right? Okay? If I add 150, I get 150, so what's that missing angle got to be? 30. It's got to be 30, doesn't it? Okay, we're going to go ahead and write that down even though that's an example. So today, if you have a missing angle, you need to make sure that you fill in that missing angle with that missing number. And all those numbers have to add up to be 180 degrees. Okay? So all angles in a triangle equal 180 degrees. Okay? All right, number two thing. You need to learn how to identify opposite sides and opposite angles. So let's talk about that real quick. What side, looking at this triangle right here, what side is opposite angle C? What side is opposite angle C? This side right here. That is opposite. It is away from. So how do you name this side? Well, you name it with the two letters, which would be side what? AB. Okay? What side is opposite angle B? AC. What side is opposite angle A? BC. Okay, does everybody understand that? Yes? Okay, let's look at angles now. What angle is opposite side BC? Angle A. Okay? What side is opposite side AC? Angle B. And what side is opposite side AB? C. Okay, does everybody understand that? Can you locate those sides and angles? Yes? Okay, fantastic. So that's the number two thing. Locate opposite sides and angles. Okay? All right, here we go. Number three, or we'll say rule number one. Rule number one. And we're talking about this triangle right here. Triangle inequality theorem states this. The side opposite the largest angle is the largest side. Let's write that down. The side opposite the largest angle is the largest side. Okay? That don't make a whole lot of sense, does it? Mm-hmm. Sure it does. I'm going to let everybody finish right now because I want you to look up here. Don't try to make this hard because it ain't hard. If I'm asked to put my sides in order from largest to smallest, or our smallest to largest. Let's just say large to small right now. Okay, what I need to do is I need to locate the largest angle. What angle there's the biggest? 50, 110, or 20? 110. Okay, that's the biggest angle, right? So the side opposite that angle is the largest side. Okay, so if I was asked to order from greatest to least, I would say that side AC is the biggest. Then I would say which is the next biggest? AB or BC? Well, 50 is my next largest angle, right? What side is opposite that? BC. And then what side's my smallest? AB. So in order, from greatest to least, is these sides. Okay? You get it? Let's look at an example here. List sides in order from shortest to longest. So I need to identify what my shortest angle is first, because we're going short to long. So what's my smallest angle here? 30. What side is opposite 30? VW. So I'm going to go VW. What's my next one? 50. What side is opposite 50? UW. And I'm going to go my biggest. What's my biggest? Angle W. What side is opposite angle W? UV. And I'm done. That's all you're doing today. Is that hard? Not really. Okay? Not really. Okay? All right, now let's look at this triangle. This has got the side measurements. The rule here is this. What do y'all think it is? It's going to be the converse of this. So everywhere it says side, we're going to put angle. So it says the angle opposite the largest side is the largest angle. So the angle opposite the largest side is the largest angle. Okay? So in this case, we look at this triangle right here. We want to go from greatest to least. I want to go G to R, or G to L, greatest to least. What side here is the biggest? 13, 22, or 20? 13, 22, or 20. What's bigger? What's the bigger number here?
22.
22. What angle is opposite 22? B. Angle B is my biggest. Okay? What's next biggest?
20.
20. What angle is opposite 20?
A.
Angle A goes next. And what's my smallest?
13.
13. What angle is opposite 13? C. And I'm done. Okay? Does that make sense? Yeah? Is that hard? No? All right? Look at this example right here. List angles in order, smallest to largest. All right, here we go. What's the smallest number up there? 15 and 1/8. What angle is opposite 15 and 1/8? M. Angle M is my smallest. Okay, what's the next biggest number? 16, 3/8. What's opposite 16, 3/8? K. Angle K is next. And then what's the largest?
22.
And what's opposite 22? L. The biggest thing that I hear out of you right now is this. When you name angles, you use one letter. When you name sides, how many letters do you have to use?
2.
2. That's it. Okay? Here's a for instance. What if this number right here was 15 and 1/8 also? What if it's tied? What angle's the smallest now? Either one. Okay? It's either gonna be K or it's gonna be M, and it doesn't matter. Okay? Alright, next thing is this. If you're missing an angle, you've got to find that angle. Alright? If you're missing an angle, you've got to find that angle. Again, how do you find that angle? You add up the two you're given and you subtract it from what? 180. And that gives you your missing angle. Okay? Does everybody understand? Does anybody have any questions?